Yo, what is up, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be exactly showing what changed in the before and after of the kind of Cmoon rework, because Cmoon got so many changes that I feel like I have to make a video on it, which I will also for every single other stand, because the changes are insane, as well as showing you guys that kind of you can, the balances weren't that bad, but also I'm not playing PvP until they fix D4C clones having 125 HP, because that will just ruin my sanity as a human being. So to get started, if you go on the skill tree for Cmoon, you can see that it has greatly changed. Here now Cmoon has destructive power. Its M1s before were 6.3 damage M1s, dealing a total of 1.1 damage for the barrage, or 1 damage, I think. Now it's 5.5 base and 0.9 for the barrage, but if you upgrade the destructive power, it goes from 5.5 to 7.3 and 1.2 damage barrage. And if you look, so I think there's another upgrade, yeah, for destructive power. There we go. I don't know why it's like this. If you max it out, it's 8.9, I believe, and 1.5 damage to your barrage. And if you look as well to the skill tree, you will see a couple of changes. First, grab shift is 4 skill points, and there's still the upgrades, which costed a bit less than before, but I'll show you that grab shift became much, much worse. The next change, uppercut to the moon, 3 skill points, service inversion punch, 3 skill points, counter, 3 skill points. Counter has been greatly nerfed. Time stoppers is the same, and now they gave like a whole skill tree to pilot. The pilot has been greatly buffed, costing a lot less skill points. However, I mean, this kind of makes up for all the nerfs the stand got. So if we take a closer look, the gravitational shift now no longer gives, like, it does give a jump boost, but like it's only, I would say, about a 10%, like a 10% jump boost, because this isn't good at all. As well as you get a movement speed buff of like 10% as well, which is pretty good actually. But the grav shift duration has been nerfed. Pilot, you can no longer like grav shift with your pilot, I believe. Let me test it out, because the last time I checked, you can't grav shift people while you're piloting. Yeah, exactly. You can't do that anymore, which is pretty sad. So grav shift has kind of, and the stun has been slightly reduced. So grav shift has kind of been like heavy nerfed, but it made sense because it was way too OP. Now the second thing which has been majorly nerfed is the surface inversion punch. So if you see, now it does 12.5 and 12.5, and the bleed lasts for much shorter. So yeah, see, the bleed is already over, and so the damage went from 19.5 and 19.5 to 12.5 and 12.5, and the bleed has shortened. So just kind of a nerf to fix the fact that with every surface inversion punch, Cmoon just did half your HP, which is pretty nice. Now the next change, which feels weird, is the uppercut to the moon. So the uppercut, you can uppercut, and the enemy flies so high, and he gets put down quicker than the old uppercut. He gets thrown down faster than the old uppercut. And if you notice, let me just do it again to show you properly. Now they have iframes. There are iframes once you go down from the uppercut, so then you can dash away and kind of work your way around it. So the damage has been nerfed. I believe the damage, so now it's like 12.9 and 12.9. Yeah, nothing actually there. It has been increased by 0.4, if I'm not wrong. Or no, the second slam did more, did 19.5 damage as well. So I think that has been changed as well. And then the counter, let me summon an attacking dummy. The counter has been greatly nerfed. Wait, where's the there we go. Summon attack dummy. So now the attack dummy, So if we look at the counter, oh, that was a crazy miss. Okay. So if we just wait for it again, in the meantime, I'm gonna show you guys that the skill tree costs about, so all of this was 56 skill points. Then you do plus 3, 59, plus 3, 62, plus 2, 64 skill points for the entire Cmoon skill tree. And it costs about 45 skill points for the essentials, which is like time stop res, 1 upgrade on the counter, gravitational shift, surface inversion, and then uppercut to the moon, and then a bit of pilot upgrades. It's like 45 skill points or something insane. It's been greatly, the cost has been greatly increased. Now, if we check out the counter, you will see that it lasts for much shorter. The stun duration, from what I've seen, has been halved. The stun duration has been halved, which makes it a much worse move, but still, you can still confirm like everything, to my knowledge. So it doesn't make that much of a difference. It's just because the counter was hyper BS, you could do like liver shot, M1, and then also surface inversion punch. But here you can do surface inversion, and the liver shot is not true. So you can only do an uppercut or a surface inversion punch or a liver shot or a jawbreaker during that period of time, which is much more balanced than old Cmoon. And now, last change of the stand is the pilot range. Now, if I do a Cmoon from now on, if I do a Cmoon video, I'm just gonna max pilot and just play with pilot, because so much better than older pilot. I mean, look at this range. This is so much better than actual pilot. So I would encourage you guys to buy it now. But for actual the best Cmoon build, since boxing got a tough skin node removed, like completely removed, I think that now you might want to use this with like Vamp, because Vamp hasn't gotten nerfed much from what I've seen. Space Ripper is still BS, so you should just use it with Vamp or any of the Hammons. I mean, with boxing, it's still great, but like boxing has been nerfed as well. I mean, the liver shot got buffed, but it's been nerfed a little bit too. So I wouldn't really use this with boxing. But yeah, I mean, this is the Cmoon rework. Everything new with the Cmoon rework. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should they buff it? Should they nerf it? Should they leave it as it is? Let me know, and see you in the next video.